Good morning, everybody. Are we all feeling? Have we had lunch? No. Yes. A couple of nods. Yes. Hello. I want to get some background on who we've got in the room. Let's go back one. Hey, there we go. Who have we got in the room? So, what do you do? Yell it out to me. Interior design, interior design, interior design, interior design, interior design. Interior design. Interior, okay. Excellent. Lighting designers? We just saw Adele up here. Any lighting designers? No. All interior. That's awesome because everything I have done today, it was actually for interior designers. So, yes, sir. Custom manufacturing furniture out of lime barrel. Oh, wine. Oh, yes. Okay, awesome. So what we're going to do today is we're going to walk through, give you a synopsis. We're going to walk through picking an ideal customer, going all in your niche. I'm going to make you reconsider why you should niche and stop, I guess, scaring yourself away from it. We're also going to go into some stalking online and and we're going to look at Facebook ads and how to actually, like why you should be using it. And I'm going to show you a bit of some sneaky, stalky stuff, okay? It's all PG. It's all allowed on the internet. All I had to do was Google it, okay? All right, so if you don't know me, that would be a pretty big ego to go, well, you all know me. If you don't know me, my name is Stephanie Campanella, and my history is that I have a marketing agency that I have built for the last 15 years, which I have exited. I'm now on a gap year. I'm just taking care of my 2 kids and building a home, actually. So that's a very exciting year for me. My team there, that's some of my team in Sydney. The nice, tall gentleman on the left in the all black, that's my husband. So he's basically taken over the entire business because I systemized the whole thing. And I literally have an ad campaign that if we have no leads, we just turn this thing on and the leads come in and then the sales team take the calls and then they follow a script and then they put an offer together and then they ask for the credit card and then they get billed and then they go to the onboarding team and et cetera, right? I'm really big on spreadsheets and processes. Okay. Yeah, have I got 2 kids there? Yes, I do. So I've got 2 little kiddos that are absolutely gorgeous, and I'm an adventure lady. Me putting makeup on this morning was like, oh, for God's sake, so I have to do it now. And then I waited and I flew here from Sydney, and then I finally got to Melbourne Airport. And I thought, like, can I just use your lounge to do my face now? She said, yes, of course, go. So getting all fancy pants is very, very different for me. I'm more of a surfing and mountain biking and hiking kind of girl. That's me. Okay, let's jump into you. All right. The number one thing that I want every single interior designer, specialist, business owner here to do is to get real and get into a niche. Now, when I built my agency, I just started and I was servicing everybody. I was servicing everybody and I was doing everything because I wanted cash flow and I wanted to build a business that I could then scale up and get some freedom, right? Have a couple of clients and just chill and, have a better life, basically. But what I soon learned is 2 years in is that I was just like everybody else. There was no difference between me producing a website with a couple of web pages and then some SEO and AdWords and blah, 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 all that other crap. I was the same. I had the same package names, web design project style 1 or web project 2. So I had the same products that I was selling to every other Sydney business owner there. So if someone was coming to me for a job, I just looked like everybody else. So then it came down to price. Who's the cheapest? Who's the race to the bottom begins because we're all doing the same thing and we're all offering the same thing and it all sounds the same. So same, except the price. So then I guess I attracted small price sensitive clients. Okay. What I want you to do and what I did was I surveyed all my clients. Okay. And so that's the first thing you can do if you're taking notes. Survey all your clients. Look back. What have you been doing for the past 2-3 years? What's been keeping you busy? What's the most exciting type of jobs that you've been doing? Okay. And what I want you to do is go, would I like to build a whole business around just serving that person? Would I love to just see that person again and again and again? My ideal client. So I did that. I looked at my web sales and I had done 35% of all sales was in the trade niche. So I became a tradies agency. And when I did that, I had Triple M call me and I went to HIA and the builders, master builders and Nika and all this other stuff that came with it. But that only came because I put a line in the sand and I was like, right, I'm done with all of that. I'm just going to do this now. And now my team and I can see our client coming at us from a mile away, like a yellow taxi, like the purple cow, right? Seth Godin wrote a book, Purple Cow, like 15 years ago or something. If you know what you're looking for, kind of looking for a man, right? If you know that what you're not looking for, it's even easier. But if you know what you're looking for, when they start to approach you, you can either go, holy cow, that's not for me. I've done that. Or you can like go, oh my gosh, you've got a whole home in Toorak. It's a 3-story sub garage, warm lighting, stonework. Ooh, yes. Now that's my kind of client. Okay. So what I want you to do is to be a specialist in a style. Now this helps when you want to go to market, when you want to do your Facebook and your Instagram posts and your TikToking. It gives you a purpose and something to follow. Yes? So I've got some examples here. Are you a stone queen? Do you love stones and textures and all that sort of sensory stuff? Are you super into all white everything? Building a home, I've just found out that there's about 1,000 whites. And if you were the white queen, like you knew that it had to be, give me a white, somebody. What's obsidian white? Is that what you just said? Obsidian white. Like, I don't want a blue-grey house. I want a warmy, peachy house. But what white is that? And if someone was online and that's all they spoke about how you can step into one room and it's a blue-white that makes you feel X, or a yellowy, warmer, terracotta-y white, and that, if that's what you're looking for, an Italian style, terracotta home, that would just be like, oh, that's the lady that I'm going to get to help me design all my walls. Yeah, I don't know what goes on the ceiling and then the skirting boards and the wall and the under. No way. Are you bold? Do you blend lots of colours? Are you into Scandinavian style? I've just picked 2, 4, 5 here. There's hundreds of these, yes? And like, obviously you go, oh, well, I don't just do stonework, Stephanie. I also do the whites. I know the whites really well. Yes, that's fantastic. But get really into one angle, the angle that you love. I love that you're nodding. Yes, because the clearer that you are actually to yourself, without even having to tell anybody, the clearer you are to yourself, the easier it is for you to go and market. And it's the marketing that we want to do to attract people and to also send people away. The more people we send away, the better, when we've got really good attraction tools in place. So that's something that I really, really, really want you to do. Okay, another thing to consider is, where do you rule? And sorry, all the blokes, I wrote this in like my queen female mood that night. So everything's really like queenie, okay? So where do you rule? Are you doing all the homes in Mornington Peninsula? And apologies too, is everyone here from Victoria? Or no, I love it. Okay, cool. A couple more Sydney people? Yeah, okay, awesome. Again, I did it for Melbourne. Are you a minimalist? Are you going national? So think about where you want to serve. I don't know about you, but you can service people all over the internet now because we've got Zoom and all sorts of amazing tools, right? But if you're like the go-to specialist that does Mornington nice, relaxing home, somewhere to come and put your feet up and relax. And you've got all these different types of textures that really make that Mornington feel. Oh, a customer that just bought a block down there or bought a house and they're going to completely demolish the thing. And then you just come screaming in with your Instagram and you've just got the most Mornington features ever inside of your posts. That customer is going to be like, oh my gosh, I have to talk to Alex. She looks like she's my kind of girl. Okay, so really important to also consider not just what you're doing, but also where you're going to do it. Alrighty? Now, let's think about who buys from you. Again, when I was just everybody doing everything, I just had the pocket pinchers, the ones that were the most price sensitive, okay? When I started to elevate our brand and I became a specialist and we had a product that only you could buy from us, I went as far as spelling the word wrong so that no one could copy me. Still, there's someone in Perth that's got the same damn product now. Thanks, mate. But I want you to get really clear on who it is. Who do you love working with again? You know, I said before that I surveyed my database of clients and 35% of them were trades. And I was like, right, obviously I must like dealing with trades. I have a whole family of tradies. So consider yourself, who have you been servicing? And if you haven't been servicing anybody and you're brand new and you've got nothing on the books, that's great. You get to start fresh. You get to skip all the awkwardness of like, oh my God, I do not want to drive to Mornington Peninsula, but here I am on a Saturday morning going down to meet this person. Oh, kill me. You don't get to do any of that. You get to command where you're going to go and who you're going to serve. So really, really important that you also consider, because families are different, right? I mean, you know that a couple, empty nesters, are completely different buyers to myself and my husband, our two kids. We got school to consider and all sorts of things. Anyway, different buyers have different buying styles. Okay, so once you know who you're looking to attract and where they are and what they're looking to buy, then what that does is it gives you the ability to put really good bait pieces together. Now, I'm of the older design generation, I would say. I went to TAFE, and when I went to TAFE, we were still doing publishing, like old school Quark and InDesign and all this sort of old school technology, which is completely different now. And web design was like something completely new, and I just loved it. So that's the way I went. But back in the day, only 30 years ago, they were doing direct mail, like direct mailers and EDMs and all this stuff. And you say like EDM to a 20-year-old coming into your office now, they go, what's an EDM? And you go, it's an electronic direct mailer. Like, come on, if you don't know that. But all those old school marketing things that the old bulls used to do, all that stuff is super modern now. We've modernized it. And this here, Stephanie's sales red flags, that is an ebook. It's a checklist. It's something that you download off my website. It's something that when you download that off my website, I get your name, I get your number, and I get a little bit of info off you. Yes? Which then gives me the ability to call you and say, hi, you downloaded that thing. Why are you looking at sales red flags? Have you just had the worst sales experience ever and you're looking to fix that? Maybe, I don't know. So I want you to think about, what could your bait piece be that's going to lead to attracting your ideal customer? Okay, so what could you call it? Let's have a look here. We could call it Coastal Style Starter Kit, a mini lookbook for homeowners who love the Hamptons vibe. Or what about 3 common styling mistakes and how to avoid them? A simple guide that shows that you're an expert. Now, all this like 3 ways and 7 ways and 52 ways to not design your home, all this sort of stuff. Those are really great headings, because it gives the person an idea of how many things are in there and how long it's going to take for them to read it. Okay, so they're really good. And there's no right or wrong number. Like $97 doesn't convert higher than $95 or, all those old marketing hacks. You just got to be in the market, right? 5 common styling mistakes. We've done that one. Your design personality. It could be a quiz. It could be shareable. So this is that's a great bait piece. You could put, what is your style? And do you have lots of money and you don't know? do you have lots of money and you really want a gorgeous home, one that you can invite all your Durack friends over to, and we can all have a glass of wine on my marble and spill it and have red wine everywhere and all sorts of things? Take this quiz. This quiz is going to allow you to decide, are you modern scanty mum? Are you, what's that new Japandi? Is it Japan? Yeah. Are you Japandi? Did you just go to Tokyo and you love the style and the industrial of Tokyo and now you want to bring that to your home? Or are you super relaxed mum and you're totally into the Hamptons? I don't know. But my quiz is going to allow you to work that out. And then from that quiz, you're going to be able to make your home feel like you. Oh, I can just see them relaxing already. And when a customer is emotionally attached to you, they buy, right? They buy and they spend great money. I, of course, have been doing some looking around of my own, and I had one lady quote me $300 for a job, for a design job. And then I had a lady quote me $30,000 for a job. And I thought, you go, girl. Wow. I was shocked. How does one person charge $300 and then another person charges 30 grand? How do we do that? Do you want to know? You build a queue. You build a queue of customers. Yes, because when you have confidence in your business and you go, Sally, look, I'm a Hamptons girl and you ain't Hamptons, you're Scandi, okay? So I can't design your home. When you have that much confidence and you can turn people away because you know there's another Hamptons lover that's just coming around the corner for you, you can go, whoa, I'm not going to do that job. I want to stay in my lane. I want to pick my pace. I want to pick my cadence. I'm only going to attract this type of client, and I'm going to charge the most for it. Think about ladies buying handbags, or sometimes men buy handbags too. And you can get Gucci for $4 grand, or you can get Prada for $6, and then you can get Chanel for 10. It's aren't they all made the same in the same factory? I'm pretty sure there was something on TikTok about that just recently. But someone needs to be the most expensive. It might as well be you, right? Okay, here's some super stalkery stuff that I've just pulled up. Now, everyone knows Three Birds, right? Holy moly, their marketing is phenomenal. They obviously do their job, right? So they get a new client and they do a renovation and they do the walls and the floors and the stairs and the windows and the whole damn thing, right? And they video the whole thing, yes, and they do the whole walkthrough and the style and all that sort of stuff. But what they do really well is for every video that they create, they put the whole thing on their website. It's like the whole house. And I sit there watching and I go, God, I love that stone. And they won't say very much. And it's because they want you to go and find it on their website. So if you feel like you've got to give all your information away in your video and make sure that everyone's watching, just gate a little bit of info, yes? And get those customers back to your website, back to your foundation for everything you do. Because if they're on your website, Facebook can pixel them, so you can clone them, I guess you could say. Facebook can do all the research for you and look at that customer and then go and find you some more. So my stalkering for you today is that there is something called the Meta ads library, okay? Facebook library, ads library. You can Google it, basically. Meta library, show me the ads, yes? So what I've got here is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 of the ads that Three Birds are currently showing right now on their social media. This is brilliant. I don't have to wait and scroll in TikTok or Instagram to see when a Three Birds ad comes up. I can just go and look at them all. I can play them all. I can do all sorts of things with them. I can look at the text. I can look at the headlines. I can see before and afters and what their graphics look like. And I can look at, this is interesting, what's working for them? How many ads are they running right now? Now, I don't show you this so that you can go there and copy it. That's the last thing you want to do. I want you to go there and look at the people that you might think are your competitors. And I want you to look at what they're doing. And then I want you to do something different. Because in Facebook, when you're running ads, if everyone's doing video, every single competitor's got a video, and then you come in with a still image, your image will be, the CPC, the cost per click, will be lower than everybody else's because it's something different. And Facebook needs people to stay in their platform. And so same is boring and people scroll out. So if you're different, you will get stickiness and Meta, Facebook, will award you for it, okay? Now I'm talking, get a piece of chalk, like chalkboard, and write interior designer. I'm available in 35 days. Call me, like in chalkboard, and it's messy. It's something completely different to what the rest of the market is doing. And the person that's being pixeled or stalked, I should say, is going to see that and go, oh, that's different. Whereas you always see the same ad, the same creative. Number one thing when running an advertising campaign is the creative. The algorithm and all its AI and all that crap, you actually turn all that off. All those great tools that, like, I don't know, is anyone running Facebook ads right now? No. Okay. So you got to, right? You got to. Even if it's just $5 a day, start to build your audience. Yes, the best tool you can do. And there is no time like right now to get into Meta because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get harder. It's like Siri just got deleted, right? Because Siri was listening to us and now there's a new version of Siri. Like this stuff just gets rolled out without us even knowing. Facebook, they're deleting all our videos off Facebook at the moment. You know, for privacy reasons, we're going to delete all your old videos. You better get them off the platform. Yeah, that's because you took them and then there's all this privacy around that video. And that's why you have to get rid of the video, not me, you know. So being on these platforms right now is so much better than next year. Next year is going to be even harder to build an audience. You know, they might stop us, that Facebook might stop us from adding a mailing list directly into Facebook and going, hey, Facebook, see all these emails and names and phone numbers that I've got? I've got about 1,000. Can you go find me some more clients just like that? That is the best tool that Facebook gives us. Like, I don't have to go and buy a list or do anything funny. I can just put my customers and put them straight into Facebook and say, hey, Facebook, give me some more of these people. And they go, here you go. Here's everybody. So that might go. I would hate that to go. I would hate for that to go. No ad account is the same either. You can look at 5 or 6 different ad accounts and they're all different. So again, what's working for these birds, these 3 birds, probably won't work for these 3 birds. You know what I mean? So I want you to use the Facebook ads library, Meta. If you just Google that, you'll find it. Because it's going to allow you to see what the rest of the market is doing and then for you to then be able to take that creative and do something different, okay? Now, that's exactly what I just said. Let's move on. Okay, so I want you to start tonight. I want you to actually do some marketing, okay? So if we were going to build a Facebook ad, and look, to be honest, you could just go to YouTube and go, how do I put a Facebook ad together? And there'll be a video on there of some guy that's in his 40s sitting in his room making videos, for sure. For sure. There's going to be a guy there doing that. But what you need to run an ad on Facebook is a headline, some descriptions, some creative, and a budget. Now, I'm seriously telling you that $5 a day, you could just start there. Seriously. You know, we ramp it up from $50 a day to $180 a day to $200 a day at any given time. We just go, wow, we just made 30 grand off Facebook and it only cost us 8 grand. That's not bad. What are we doing? Let's spend like 50 or, you know, whatever, but it's crazy. And I have to stress, people always, like in agency world, people always like, yeah, but are my customers on Facebook? They're not on Facebook. 2 years ago, I took a software company an Australian software company that went through every marketer in Sydney, all the big ones, and then they came over to little old me and my agency, and they said, Stephanie, you know tradies, can you get our software out to tradies? I said, what's it worth to you? And of course we did. They didn't believe that their customers would be on Facebook, but I certainly showed them. They had to hire an entire sales team, and we launched them into the States, and now they have an entire office in India. So huge, huge opportunity, okay? Really important. You give it a go. Okay, so a headline. If I go back and back. So headline up the very top. What's your headline going to be? Your opener. The most important thing you can do with your headline is make it baity, okay? So bait them. Give them a little bit of excitement, yes? Like, are you coming for coffee? Ooh, where's coffee? I don't know. Tell me about coffee. Secondly, you need a description. Now, you don't always need a description in your ads, but I like to put a description in my ads because I like to say, I'm looking for 5 interior designers that want to nail their niche and nail their sales. And if that's you, then you should read the rest of this post. Saying things like that, calling out your customer inside your ad actually helps Facebook find more of those people, okay? And it also slows down the spam because someone that is a kitchen cabinetry customer, they'll see, I'm looking for 5 interior designers, and they'll go, oh, that's not me, and they'll walk away. That's what you want. Otherwise, if it's really broad, then you're just going to get everyone clicking on your ad and costing you money, and you go to call this person, and you're like, oh, man, another artist in the inner west looking to do some more canvas work. It's like, that's not my customer. God damn it, I got to change my ad text. Okay, so really important that, and this is why I started with the niching thing. Because if you don't know who you're looking to attract and work with, then how the hell are you going to do all this stuff? Okay. Okay, I've done some homework for you. These are pain-driven, benefit-focused headlines for interior designers. Yes, I was supposed to put a graphic in there to go, take as many photos as you want. In fact, I'll put the slides on my website later. Still staring at that half-finished living room. Let's turn that dream into reality. Feel like your home's just fine when the legs come over? Let's finally make it feel for you. So see how these are like really engaging headlines and they're emotional. They're really tying into look, we're looking at females here. Again, thinking about who's looking for interior designer. Is it the husband or is it the wife? I don't know. You guys can interject there and let me know what's the truth. But I was imagining that there was a wife at home that is just over it and wants to fix her home. So these are all really highly emotional headlines that you could steal to get started on your Facebook ads. So this is your headline, and then all you've got to do is create the description and then do the creative, yeah? And the creative could literally be you here at the show in front of some stonework or in front of some cabinetry. Or if you're like the faucets and the taps queen, like you're like, I know what brushed brass needs to go with. Like you could be like, hey, here I am. Because Facebook, when people are scrolling, if it looks like an ad, it's an ad. Like we know what an ad is. So when you're creative, when your content looks like a photo between you and me that you might share via SMS, I'll be like, oh, what's that? And I'll stop. And then when you get someone to stop and to look, then you get their attention. And if you can get their attention, then you might get them as a client. All right. Questions? Is anyone here like trying to nail their niche and they're stuck? No? Okay.
I just need to ask you, all the owners of the companies are not good at the sales pitch and how to sell their business. So what's your advice or recommendation on that one?
So
all the owners.
So the owners are no good at sales?
Yeah, some of the owners are not good at sales.
Okay.
So what should they do?
Okay.
To market their business?
Okay. Okay, what's your name? Yusuf. Okay. Yusuf says, What do I do when the company is no good at selling themselves? They're no good at sales, right? Okay, I would assume that they don't have a sales process. I would assume that they don't have the sales process is not documented. Sales is something that you can process. It has to be so dumbed down that you could literally give it to a 7-year-old and your 7-year-old can do the sales. That is how easy sales should be. Okay. I don't know if you want me to walk through a sales document. Would that help? Yes. Okay. So I think there's 9 steps to our sales process. First thing, we start with rapport and we set the agenda like a doctor. We sit down. Hello, how are you? Yes. Oh, thank you. What the hell are you doing here? Okay. Yep. Now, just letting you know, I'm going to be typing into my computer all the things that you're saying. And at the end of it, I'm going to give you a script. Is that okay? And you go, yes, please, doctor, help me. Okay. So I'm setting the agenda and I'm building some very quick rapport. I'm the boss. I'm in charge. I'm the doctor. You are going to sit and tell me what's going on. I'm going to write some notes and I'm going to send you on your way. Yes? Because I'm a very busy person. That's how we need to consider sales. Now, as you walk through the sales process with somebody, you can say, have you thought about the type of home that you're looking to live in? Like, is it an investment property or is it an actual home? What a great question to ask somebody. Yes, that's going to get them to lean in and go, oh, actually, it's an investment property. And so you can say, oh, okay, so if you're building an investment property, then is this about quick and cheap because it's going to be an Airbnb? Or no, is this something we're going to build to stand the test of time and it's going to be the kids' holiday home later on? Like you're helping them walk through and you're showing them the way, yes? And then obviously you ask them more compelling questions. Like have you thought about a style? How often are you looking to upgrade your home? These things matter. Have you thought about design, lighting, rah, 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 all that sort of stuff. So yes, set the agenda, build rapport, but don't literally rapport done in 3 minutes. Stop talking about how our kids go to the same school and all that sort of stuff. Doesn't matter. Move on. You're a doctor. You're a specialist. Your time is important. And so you must treat yourself with that importance. Otherwise, the customer's just going to lead and they're going to lead all over you. And then at the end, they go, oh, thanks so much for that. And you go, oh, hang on a second. I haven't even been able to pitch yet. And it's because you gave them the mic. Okay. I hope that was helpful. All right. Any other questions? No. Okay. Well, thanks so much for listening, everybody. I appreciate it. I'll be over here.